Hey everybody, it's me and my shadow. Getting ready to take the old kayak back out for its second voyage today. I'm gonna go hit a gravel bar that can only be accessed by water most of the time, and we'll see what we do. Thanks for everybody's support. I've been getting a lot of support from you guys on these videos, and it's been really fun for me, so thanks everybody for watching and all that jazz. I'm gonna try to name the kayak here, and 365 Headhunter is just throwing me all kinds of great, hilarious names. I think the one I like the most is the Artifact Yak, and I think he said Jenny came up with that one. I can't remember though. But anyway, I like that one a lot. I'm gonna pick one of them. So Don, I'm probably gonna use one of yours. Feel free to keep submitting more. But once I pick one, I'm gonna stencil it on there, so, or at least try to find a way to get it emblazoned across my watercraft. Like walking a dog on a leash. Right. Water's still up a little bit this morning, so I might actually have an easier time getting out. This is the hardest part right here. Oh, the river's definitely up right now. Hopefully there's a gravel bar at all to get to. We'll find out. Water is very high. And when I say very high, that's for out here. I'm only in like 1.5 feet right now, but usually this spot is like 4 inches deep. All right, guys. This is the gravel bar ahead of me. I mean, it almost goes all the way across the river. But I've been trying to get out. I've been wanting to get out to this spot since about September of 2021. I've never, this way and back, it's about 100 yards of water across to this thing, and I've just never been able to get to it. The water's never been shallow enough to walk it. It's usually been a few feet deep, and there's some rapids up here, as you can see, some light rapids. So anyway, let's get up on this. Let's paddle in. I got almost all the way out here and couldn't find my glasses. All of a sudden I realized, I thought that I had left them in the truck, and that would have been a disaster. But they were in my pocket, as usual. All right, let's get out. Wow. But plenty of rocks to search. This place is huge. This is gigantic. This isn't just a gravel bar. This is 10 years worth of searching every day. I've only been on this bar now for 5 minutes. I think I see a big fossil right there. Yeah. Looks like a piece of coral. All right. Unfortunately, they've decided to start releasing water from the dams. So the water is slowly coming up, so I can't get too far from the kayak. It's already come up probably 2 or 3 inches since I got here, which it was about 10 minutes ago. So just gotta kind of stay close to the kayak and see how far it keeps coming up. If it's just going to keep coming up and keep coming up or what. Usually it's the opposite. Usually they're letting it down, letting the water levels down at this time of day. But they turned the sirens on a little while ago, which happens from time to time. You can hear the sirens. So they're letting some water out. I can tell somebody's been searching up here because they've dug their heels in and left little lines. I don't know if you can see those or not on the camera, but they're kind of, there's more back here somewhere. They're gridding this out and they're dragging their foot through it to mark where they've been. So we'll see how good they are. Okay, this is kind of disconcerting. The more I'm looking, the more I see that these people have gridded this thing out as far as I can see. They have slow walked this whole thing. So somebody's been pounding this place out and spending their time on it. So again, I can't really get too far from the kayak. I'm about 25 yards from it right now. So I don't want to go try to find a spot where they haven't been. So we'll just see if they've left anything for us. I found stuff where people have walked before. Some people don't keep flakes, I do, so maybe they left some flakes behind. All right, I hate to say it, but I'm getting a little discouraged. I've never seen people out here before, but at least one person is just hunting the fire out of this place. And this big hole right here tells me they probably dug up something big, like maybe a bison skull or something. This place is walked by a lot of people, or at least one person very thoroughly. It's hard to find a spot where they haven't gridded it. The only saving grace I'm noticing is that they take a lot wider passes on their grid than I do, unless they're just marking out every other pass, in which case we're in trouble. Great big noggin bonker. There's a bottle they missed, but it's a little screw top, so they probably didn't miss it. There's another big old bone. Rib bone, I guess. Well, this is not going according to plan today. This stick is where I've been marking the water levels. It was, when I first got here, I stuck it out about here, and the water got up to it, so I moved it out up here. So water's coming up really, really fast. I've been out here 25-30 minutes. Running out of land. Well, my boat will be safe. Yeah, kind of a bummer so far here, guys. Water's come up like 6-7 feet since I've been here. So I can't really, I mean, I'm fine where I'm at, but I just can't get away from the kayak because eventually it's going to float off. Bummer. This could be something interesting here, guys. I don't know, I've been fooled by sticks a lot lately. I just flipped this, looks like a deer bone to me, a leg bone of a deer. And there's a hole in the top of it. I just flipped it over. I haven't actually picked it up, but when I flipped it over, I noticed the hole goes all the way through and it's nice and round. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, there is a hole that goes all the way through that. Trying to see if there's anything around that I can, oh, there we go. I don't know if this stick is narrow enough to, yes it is. Now that's not supposed to be how a bone is supposed to be. Looking to see if there's like any cut marks or tooling marks around it. It's worn real smooth. That's a perfect hole. That's not natural. Bone's very heavy and very dense. Dark color. I think this is going to be some kind of a tool, guys. Drop me a comment and let me know your thoughts on this. Definitely keeping this. That's really interesting. Wow. Found something, I think. So this turned out to be a pretty exciting find for me. This is my first ever bona fide bone tool. And I was able to figure that out because I actually got a hold of somebody, sent them pictures, and they were kind enough to take time out of their day and identify this for me. And it's a shaft straightener for arrows and sticks, I guess. And it's the tibia of a deer, which is its lower rear leg. If the person that helped me ID this is watching, thank you very much. I haven't even walked up to it. I just stood up from putting that bone in my backpack. And in the shadow of that rock right there, I think I see a great big crinoid. Let's see if I'm getting fooled or not. Yep, I'm getting fooled. That looks like a crinoid. I just found this, which I think, here's just my guess. I think this is burnt wood that became petrified. That's what I think. Or it could just be regular petrified wood, but maybe it got burnt first and that's why it's black. Usually we find it as brown out here. I'm keeping that, that's neat. Guys, look at this. This is awesome. You don't really see these in my area very often. I've never found a piece this big of one. Big old piece of crockware. Looks like it says nesters. That looks like a maple leaf. Wow. Usually, honestly, I hardly ever find pieces of these, and when I do, it's just this top piece right here with maybe part of the finger hold. That's the biggest piece of one I've ever found. Yeah, I think it says nesters. We'll have to look that up. Nester or nesters or western? Maybe, ooh, I think it says western. Cool. Look at all these birds. Look at the wood. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I can actually hear the wind whipping through their wings. It's like a couple hundred of them. Wow. They came right up behind me, and that scared the fire out of me. I thought there was a waterfall pouring up behind me or something. That was a crazy sound. It's a good way to get crapped on. I may possibly see a piece of worked stone right there. Find out. Ow! No, it's not. Found another one of these little fossils I find a lot of out here. Again, I can't remember if it's coral or like some kind of a snail or creature or like that. I'm not sure, but all right. I came off of that rock bar a little ways further down, the same rock bar. Water's still coming up pretty good, so I'm just gonna keep trying to move around today a little bit, make it kind of a explore day. But I did on the way up here just find a bottle that I've never seen before, and I've lost it. It's broken, unfortunately, but it's really cool. I can find it. I think I've totally lost it. I've never seen a bottle like it before. I found quite a few bottles too. There it is. Water is freezing cold. Look at that. The base is busted out of it. It's a little cork top. Milk glass. It's got a US patent on it, but I can't see what the date was. It's too bad that's broken. That's really cool. Alright. Let's see what we can find. Alright, Ontario Rockhound, this one's for you. I just found another really cool rock here. Looks like some kind of agate, maybe. Almost looks like that honey or carnelian agate that you guys helped me ID in the last video, but it's got a nice streak of red through it. I don't know if that's chert inclusion there, that could be in there, or some kind of iron oxidization, I don't know. But that's really cool, and I'll keep that. I think I see a piece of tooth enamel. Almost sure of it. Nope, that is a piece of clamshell. Alright, so that video was shot last Saturday, which was the 30th of January. I just took this picture today, which is February 4th. Last Saturday was 67, 70 degrees outside. It was 7 degrees this morning, and we've got about 4 or 5 inches of snow, so probably not going to make it out this weekend to do any hunting, but thanks for watching anyway. Should have another video coming up soon. Thanks for all the support, you guys.